All right. In this module, I want to talk about CRM Enroll and Forms. This module helps you manage everything from leads to enroll students, all in one place. This is like your admissions powerhouse. I'll walk you through how you can set up an enrollment application form, create workflows, and in just one click, you can enroll students into the student information system. So let's get started. So to access the CRM module, we go into marketing, which is the first part of the learner journey, and then we go into CRM Enroll and Forms module. So here, as you will see, everything is forms driven. So I can add and I get different types of forms that I can create. One is the generic forms. So this is your feedback form, evaluation form, or contact form. So this can actually replace your Google Forms or Microsoft Forms or SurveyMonkey or anything like that which you have. And then we have the admissions, enrollment, and re-enrollment form. So this is your admissions form. And we also have the teacher registration forms as well. So let's look at how once you add a form and click any of that, let's say we look at the admissions form up here. Now, the first thing you will see is you can add some basic information, title, keywords. Keywords are, this is your URL where you can access the public facing form itself. And you can add the keywords, the end, what you want the form to be called. And then whether it's a public form or it is a private form where students or parents or admin has to be logged in to access the form. Some other information about confirmation message, description you can add. Then we have the form builder. So this is your actual form builder, or where you can drag and drop and build your own forms. Very simple, where you can drag and drop and build your own forms. So once you added those various attributes or elements that you can configure, there are different types of form elements, including the basic things like text, long text formats, date, selection box, checkbox, also document upload and signatures as well. We also have the for a review type of questions, so we can add ratings and opinion scales and also net promoter scores as well. So these types of fields can be added as well. So one of the most important part when setting up admissions form is this section called map to SIS or map to student information system. So here is where you can map the fields in the CRM to the fields in the SIS or the student information system. The reason we do that is once you enroll, automatically all the data will go into the SIS. So there's no re-entry of data required. Okay. So once and you also have the option to preview how it actually looks. You can see how it actually looks. You can work on how you want the platform or your application form to look. We have the conditional logic as well. You can create different logics of when the forms get visible. You can set up, let's say, for maybe for if you want certain fields to show up condition to certain other fields that the user has selected, you can use this. We have the review analysis. Once the reviews have started to come, you can see some of those information here. We also have workflows that you can create as well. So here is an example workflow. You can add a workflow as well, so you can color code it, color combination you can manage. You can see that here is a workflow where initially it will be in the pending status, interview is done, enrollment agreement is prepared. Either we deny the admission or enroll the students here. You can create your own custom workflow up here. Then we have the availability where you can manage whether at what point of time the application forms will be live. We have payment as well, so you can attach fees that needs to be paid as part of the registration process. You can attach those fields which is coming from our fee and invoicing module. You can add fees up here, whether it's a mandatory field or optional, and there are other kind of settings that you can manage here as well. Here is a section called form linking. Form linking enables you to link two forms together. This actually is very useful when, let's say, initially it might be a lead form and then it becomes an application form. Or maybe there's a reference check done for higher education students. Maybe their reference check is done before the students are enrolled. And then we have the notification as well. So at any point of these workflows, you can create these notifications that get sent either to administrators or other or the students itself. So you have the option to create an email template and trigger that email template. Here is where you can add the email template which you created in this section here, and then you can trigger it at various workflows as well, and then you can add the recipients and other things as well. So each of these workflow can have automatic emails that get sent when it hits that specific trigger. And then we have advanced settings here where you can add terms and conditions. We can add status check as well. Status check enables you, for example, if I click on the draft here, so there's a status check option here. So if students can come in and check the status, they can put the application submission ID, and the status of the application will be sent to them via email. So there are other things, including you can add certain CSS elements. Maybe you want to add some Google Analytics code or any other custom code or marketing codes that you have. You can add it up here. And finally, the embed code here as well. So you can see that here is the embed code. You can embed this form into your own website, and you can manage it from your own website as well. Just one thing to note, if you are embedding some of the payment gateway, there are restrictions on the what are the payment gateways that you can actually use. For online payments, only Stripe and authorized.net is supported if you're using embed code on external sites. So that's basically the settings and how you set it up. Let's say this is my application form. I put in all the details, and I pay my fees and I submit. Once I submit, my details will show up under that form. So here is all the forms that you have submitted. I can have a grid view, I can have a list view, or my favorite is the Kanban view up here. So where I can see where the application sits, at what stage they are in. I can click on any of these applications and it will show me at what stage the application is. I can see all the information that the student has put in. On the right side, I can take notes. Attachment shows up here. You can schedule meetings with the students. The linked submission I told you about shows up here. Whether if there was an inquiry form that was sent, that shows up here. If it was linked, any fees or fees that's been paid as part of the application process shows up here. Other submissions. So these are all the other submissions they have done. And then you can also create tasks as well. So you can add a task, whether it's calling them or emailing them, or you can have different task settings, which is part of our task module. You can get all these task categories, assign tasks to different people. Maybe you can assign a task to the finance team. Once its payment is approved, then you have the option to enroll students. The final step is always the enroll. So you can enroll student. This is right at the end. If the student has already selected the course, that shows up here automatically, but you can always change that, and then you can send the login invitation to the email or to students or parents. And then once you submit, your details or the student details will show up under the student information system. So under the student information system, once you enroll, you get all these data coming up here, right? So that's and once you click on the student, you will also see their submission ID here as well. So the submission. So this is the submission they had done. You can go back into the actual submission they had done as well. The system automatically creates, or if you have already set certain parameters on how to assign student ID, that is also kind of looked after for you. So that's basically how you can manage your admissions and an overview of CRM Enroll and Forms module.